Hi everyone. My name is Srikanth. Today we are going to learn about OmniChannel in Salesforce. This is part of Salesforce Service Cloud. By end of this video, you will be able to understand what is OmniChannel. Of course, it cannot be a TV channel. And we'll also see how OmniChannel routes cases to agents. Oh, problematic guy. Hi Srikanth, I have many problems now. You need to suggest me a solution. And I know about you, you will always ask for no code. For people who doesn't know him, his name is QBoy, who always interrupts me like this while I'm giving tutorials. My problems. My agents spend too much time on cases list and assign cases to themselves. Of course, people will take time to understand what is the case and they will assign to themselves. Okay, and the solution is omnichannel. Wait, one more problem. Few of my agents are assigning only low priority issues, leaving high priority issues in the queue. I think these guys are like me. So who will do cherry picking and then take only the low priority case or the easiest cases and assign to themselves and work on it, leaving the higher priority cases in the queue. Okay, the solution is obviously the Omni channel. Give me a break. I have one more problem. Few of my agents are fully loaded and while others are free. Okay, the answer is Omni channel again. See, you have any problems for all your questions, the answer is omni-channel and omni-channel. Aha, what is the solution of a plus b whole cube? Is omni-channel a solution for this? Okay, you got me. I definitely know it's somehow related to mathematics. Okay, I will take my word back and I will conclude it as any issues related to your agents for routing, the answer is omni-channel. I hope this will be okay for you. Okay, now we'll understand what is omni-channel. So channel in the sense way to communicate for support. Let's say you have any issue with your laptop, then you will either call the customer support or you will send an email or you can fill any web forms that is available on their support pages or you can directly do a web chat with them or you can even post your issue on their social media pages if they have any. Any kind of communications with the actual dealer or the persons who supports for any of the issues is a channel, like these things here. So Omni means all at one place. I am excited. Let's begin the show. Omni channels can be configured in three ways. One is queue based, second one is skill based, and third one is external routing based. First, we'll go through queue based configuration in Omni channel. For people who doesn't know about queues, queues will be assigned to multiple users. So on one queue, multiple agents will be working on it. Any case that is assigned to that particular queue, all these three agents will be having access to it. Okay. In this scenario, let's say we have a case which is like a complaint. My lap is not working. If this kind of complaint is being registered in Salesforce and that is assigned to some queue, something like laptop service group, obviously cases has to be worked by some group, right? So that group we call it as Lappy service group here. In this Lappy service group, let's say we have three agents like this. Even though they are looking like kids, for now imagine them as agents, small little agents. Okay, so out of these three agents, one of them has to pick this case. If you see these three people or three agents here, one is working on two items, second one is working on one item, and third one is really smart, he's having no items. Omni-channel will come into picture only once a case is assigned to a queue, because omni-channel takes case from the queue and assign to this little boy. It will see who is eligible to take this particular case. In this scenario, even though all three agents are enough qualified, third person is having the availability. So that is the reason it will automatically route that particular case to this agent. So this agent doesn't take and assign it to himself. A case will assign to himself and it will show in his pop-up. Then he needs to address it. So if the first person is free, it would have assigned to himself. So this is how omni-channel will come into the picture once a case is assigned to queue. I'm repeating that again, omni-channel will start its intelligence only after a case is assigned to a queue. Okay, so if we compare without omnichannel and with omnichannel, let's say in the left side scenario, we have a case that is coming in, which is like my laptop is not working. So whenever laptop is not working, obviously laptop service group has to take care. So that group we have given it as a queue. So laptop service group is having three people. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, out of these three people, one has to get assigned with this particular case. So without omni-channel, it is a manual process. So three of them, either one of them has to take that case. Let's say first one thinks this is an easy case. Why can't I take this to myself? And second one is staying idle without doing anything. And third one thinks that I don't assign this case to myself because I'm too lazy to work on it. Okay, so these things might happen, resulting in this case might get delayed to fix it. With omni-channel, what happens is as soon as it comes to this queue, which is Lappy service crew, which is having three people. Let's say these three people are already working on cases. First one is working on two cases, which you see on the top, and second one is working on one case, and third one is working on zero cases. Omni-channel will understand that a person, an agent here is free so that I can assign to this person. So Omni-channel will assign the cases directly from queue to the respective person based on the eligibility, based on whether he is highly available or is working on the few cases, etc., etc., etc. These things we'll understand in the coming slides. For now, you need to understand that without Omni-channel, agents has to take those cases manually and assign to themselves. With Omni-channel, Omni-channel assigns the particular case to this particular user. This user will be seeing that particular case as a pop-up so that he will be informed. It's like a notification to him, something like our Facebook pings. Now we'll see how to configure this omni-channel. There are 8 steps to configure this. Enabling of omni-channel, create service channel, create routing configurations, assigning routing configurations to queue. Oh my god, there are many, right? That's okay, we'll go one by one, then you will understand it very clearly. Okay, step 1. Enabling of omni-channel. This is an easy step. Of course, we need to just enable it. It's like a checkbox, switching on and off the omni-channel. Okay, we'll enable OmniChannel in my org. This is a brand new org so that for people who wants to get hands-on on OmniChannel, you can follow the same steps that I do so that we'll have the same output. This is my user Vegi Shrikant. Now, to enable the OmniChannel, just search for OmniChannel and click on OmniChannel settings. So in here, as I said, it's just a checkbox, switch on and off the OmniChannel. So once you click on checkbox, you will have other values. Don't worry about it. We are trying to follow queue-based routing. Okay, this is skill-based routing, which is little advanced topic. For now, if this is not selected, obviously we are following queue-based routing. Okay, now click on save. After you click on save, it will still stay in the same page and done. Now that we have created a omni-channel, we need to create a service channel. Service channel is a way to communicate with the support team. It can be for custom object, cases, or lead object. Queue. Something like for case object, we might need a separate way. For lead object, we might need a separate way, etc. It's like for ships, we need to have a waterway. For buses or for any other vehicles, we need to have a roadway. It's something like that. So we are creating a service channel, which means we are creating a roadway. So whenever you are creating a service channel, you are telling Salesforce, hey Salesforce, I have created a channel for case. Any case that comes to Salesforce, route it to the agent automatically. That's what you meant. So you are creating a roadway for case. If you are creating for lead, then it will be for leadway. Simple. Now we'll create a service channel. How to create a service channel? Just search for it. Service channel, and under Omni channels, you will find this service channel. Click on it. So now we'll create service channel for case. Click on new. It will open a page where you need to give this service channel name. So I will create service channel for cases. So this service channel is like a road, as I said, it's like a way that you create. So on this road, only cases can flow. Okay. So we can give something like top priority cases or top priority billing issues. Okay. So which is only for cases. Now we'll have the developer name automatically populated, and as I said, this service channel is only works for case. If you want to create another service channel, you can create it for leads, or you can create for any custom objects also. Okay, so you see here. Now I click on save, and you know what, we are done with our second step also. See, very easy. Now step 3, creating a routing configuration. This configuration helps you to give priority for the work items and give capacity for those work items. Work items in the sense any object. It can be case or a lead or a custom object. Anything that comes into OmniChannel is a work item. So it's like a generic name. So capacity. Capacity is something like you can give the weight, or it's like a complexity for those work items. Now we need to do our routing configuration. First step said we need to enable the OmniChannel. Second step is all about service channel, which means we are telling OmniChannel that, okay, cases are coming into Salesforce, you need to route it. So on what priority you need to route it is something we are going to look into it now. We just need to search for routing configuration. So search for routing and config. and click on it. Under OmniChannel, click on routing configurations. It will open up a page where you need to click on new. So in here, you need to give your routing configuration name, something like same name. So it's like top priority billing issues routing. Okay. Now developer name will be automatically populated. Don't worry about this. So routing priority. Priority in the sense on what priority the cases has to be routed to the agents. Okay. So I will give it a priority as 1. Routing model. So we have 3 options. So the main options are least active and most available. For now, I will select least active. We'll see what these exactly mean in a moment. So for now, I will select least active. Least active in the sense, for now you need to understand that agents who are having the less work will be assigned to this particular case. Okay, any case that comes into this route will be assigned to a particular agent. Now units of capacity. What is this units of capacity? So let's say a case comes and we need to provide the capacity of it. You think capacity as a complexity. So for bigger cases, the complexity can be 4 or 5. For simple cases, the complexity can be 1. Think that as an hours also, 1 hour, 5 or 4 hours. Okay. So to make things simple, I will give the capacity as 1. Okay. You can also give percentage of capacity also. It's like if you give 100%, which means you are making that person completely occupied on it. And now we'll click on save. And even the third step is also done. See, very fast. As you have seen in the routing configurations, we can select 2 type of models, either least active or most available. So in this scenario which we have seen, I have selected least active. What exactly these routing models mean? So we have a routing model least active. So least active in the sense who is having the least amount of work if it is found OmniChannel assigns to him. Example, let's say we have 2 agents who are working on the same queue. So both of them are eligible to have that case assigned. But first one is working with 2 items and second one is working with only 1 item. As the second person is having the least amount of the work, OmniChannel will assign the work to the second person who is having only 1 item. Now going to the second routing model. So OmniChannel assigns to the agent who is having the greater value when his total capability minus his current work deducts. Didn't understand? That's okay. So let me tell you an example here. Here we have 2 agents who is working in the same queue. So both of them are eligible to get that case assigned. So the first one is working with 2 items out of 4. What is this out of 4? So every time you provide this OmniChannel configuration will provide the maximum capability in another configuration. I will show that in the coming slides. So this is the maximum work that he can do, which means at a time he can work on 4 items. He is working on 2 items currently. And the second person, he can work on 2 items at a time, but he is working on 1 item. So if you see, he's working on more items and he's working on less items. But most available says it has to minus the total capability minus his current work. So he's working on 4, right? 4 minus 2 makes it 2. And here it makes 2 minus 1 equal to 1. Who is having the greater value? Obviously this guy, because 4 minus 2 is 2. So OmniChannel will assign that particular work to him, to the first person, because he is having 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Okay. So step 4, assign routing configuration to a queue. So again, this is an easy step. So it's like we need to create a queue first. This queue will handle the cases that are coming from OmniChannel. So we need to provide the agents for this queue. Agents in the sense users. People who already know how to create a queue and then assign users to that particular queue. This is very similar step. And people who doesn't know, I will explain, no worries. So we are getting cases that needs to get routed. So routed where? We need to route those cases to the agents. So we need to put all those agents inside a queue. Okay, I hope you already know how to create a queue and add members. So this is very similar. For people who doesn't know, just follow my lead. Okay, here you might not have seen this earlier. As soon as you enable OmniChannel routing, this will get populated. Now we need to create a label. So this is a queue where it will take the top priority cases. So I will call it as Super Squad cases, and then same queue name will be populated, and select the routing configuration as the one which we have created, top priority billing issues routed, which means any case which is of top priority billing issues, it needs to be routed to this particular Super Squad queue. So this needs to support case object. As we are working on case object, case, you can also select lead or any custom object. And in queue members, I will put my system admin name. And I will click on save. So my queue is having the system admin name here, which is Shrikant. Okay. So any case that needs to be routed to this queue, if this system admin free, it will be routed to this person. As simple as that. So step 5, create presence config. In this config, you can tell Salesforce that whether the users or the agents will have an ability to decline any tickets that come into their bucket. OmniChannel will assign the cases, right? Users can have the ability to decline it. If they decline it, we also can give an option for them to provide the reason. This kind of ability can be configured in this presence config. Okay, now we'll go ahead with our next step, presence config. Just search for presence config again. See under OmniChannel, you will be seeing presence configs. So just click on it, and this is the default one. You need to create a new one. Click on new, and here you need to give some presence config. Same, I will give the same name as that. Top priority billing issues config. And developer name will be automatically populated. This capacity, maximum amount of work that an agent can handle. So you can give any number. So I will give 20. Okay. Now automatically accept requests. So users or the agents will get pings kind of thing where they can click on yes or no to accept that particular work item. They can work on it or they can decline it. For now, I will not click on it so that users needs to accept or decline. They have the ability to accept or decline. Else what happens is it will automatically come into his bucket and then he needs to work on it. So in the same way, allow agents to decline request, or if they decline, they can provide the reasons, etc, etc. All these things will be given here. So assigning of users and profile, don't worry about it here. Just click on save. So we have created the presence config with a capacity of 20. So click on save. And we are done with this step 2. Step 6, create presence statuses. Statuses in the sense available, avail, or not now, I'm busy. You will find all these status in Facebook or in Gmail or any other social networking sites, right? So these kind of statuses, you can define it for agents. Now we'll create these statuses. So if you see under this OmniChannel itself, we'll find this presence statuses. Click on it. And now we'll have our statuses. So click on new. And now we need to create the statuses, create available, and so it is online. So we need to provide the channel name. Okay, so this is really important. Provide the channel name. So this is our channel name, top priority billing issues. This is part of step to write this channel name, and click on save. So we have created one status. I don't think this is enough. We'll create one more status. Click on new again. Now I will create busy status. Not now, I'm busy. And you need to select busy. Okay, and now click on save. So we have 2 present statuses now. Step 7, add present status to the profile. So we have the available, busy, or away statuses, right? These status we need to assign it to profile. Only then the profile users can see those statuses in their particular OmniChannel box. So if you don't add it to your profile, you won't see those statuses. Simple. We have our present statuses ready. We need to add these statuses to the profiles. So we have our profiles, right? Go to the profiles. So if we don't add these to profiles, users cannot see these statuses in their chat boxes or OmniChannel boxes. So I will just go and search for system admin. So click on this, scroll down and click on sysadmin. So in your case, you can also select sysadmin because it's the same profile that I'm sharing with my super admin. So don't click on edit. Instead, search for enable service presence status. So just click on edit. And here select both of them and move it to the right. So now we have 2 statuses that we are enabling for system admin profile. So system admin profile is shared with Shrikant. Okay. And now we almost reach it to the end. And this is our final step, adding OmniChannel box to the user interface. So we have done all the things, right? If you don't do it, it is like you have prepared almost like a semester for exam and you don't attend the exam. That's how it will be. Now we have reached to the final step where we need to enable that OmniChannel in our application. Okay, to do that, we just need to search for App Manager first. So click on App Manager and scroll down to any application, any service application. So this is service application. This is where I want to see my OmniChannel. So click on edit, and here you search for utility items. In utility items you should find the OmniChannel widget. See, OmniChannel, click on it. So it would have added here. Click on save. Now we have our OmniChannel widget. Now we need to see where it is. So this is my system admin credentials, right? Now we'll see whether our OmniChannel has been enabled or not. How to check it? So just go to Service Console application from my system admin credentials, scroll down. Yeah, Service Console. So in here we must be seeing OmniChannel. Come on, yes, see. So if we click on it, it is in offline status. You need to click on it so that you will be seeing other statuses. These are the two statuses that we have created: available and not now, I am busy. So we'll need to click on available. Only then any case that comes to super squad queue will check, and then it will assign to us. Okay. Now we'll see whether we are really receiving the cases or not. So we have a case. So ideally the cases can be created from email to case, or it can be created from web to case, etc, etc. So we can also create manually. So ideally it will be created by someone else, but in this case I am an admin. I will create it to myself, and automatically it should come to OmniChannel, and it should assign to me. So status priority will change the case version to so and so, and click on save. Now we have created the case. As I have told you, OmniChannel will work only when our case is being assigned to a queue. It will pick the right person from the queue. That's what OmniChannel does. So it's our part to assign it to a queue. So select queue, and inside queue you need to select the super squad and click on squad. So if this super squad is having more than 1 or 2 or 3 users, it will find the suitable person and it will automatically assign to him. So click on change owner, and see, we got the case. So it says medium new and the case number, and it is giving time to accept it. Okay. So as we have not selected, automatically assign it. So that's the reason it is asking us to select. So if I accept this case, it will be mine, and it will go to my work tab, and here you can see it is automatically opening that case, all the details about this case. See, it's been automatically assigned to me as well. See, I changed to super squad, and super squad again change it back to me. Okay, if there are multiple users in the same queue, it will check for the suitable agent and it will assign. So we'll try one more case. Okay, so click on cases again, and then click on new, and this time we'll change the case version to so and so email, and click on save. Now this case has been created. We will assign this case to my super squad queue. This super squad queue is all about dealing the top priority billing cases. So this is super squad agent. I need to select the queues. So super squad. So this is a queue, and this super squad queue is having my name as user. See, immediately I got one. So it is again giving a notification to me. I need to accept it. Okay, so click on accept, and then my work is having 2 cases now, and it automatically opens here. So this is how OmniChannel routes your cases to the user. Very simple and easiest approach. By this, OmniChannel has ruled out manually assigning of cases to yourself. Once a case comes to a queue, automatically that case will be routed to the eligible agents. Okay, now we are done with our OmniChannel setup, and we have done that in queue-based routing. We also have other types of routing, which is skill-based, and we also have expert routing. So skill-based routing is a kind of routing where work items in the sense cases or need some skills to do it, and even agent needs the same skills to work on it. Example, I have raised my billing issue case in German language. So to understand this case, agent should also have the same skill, which is he needs to know German, and he also needs to know about that billing issue. So which means the same skills has to be there from work item, and it should also be there in agent. So this kind of multiple skills can be added in Salesforce. But OmniChannel matches these skills and assign those work items to the agents. This needs a lot of configuration, and it also needs Apex class to do it. So it is a little more advanced topic. So people who really understood what is OmniChannel with queue-based routing, then you can explore skill-based routing. So if you want me to make a video on skill-based routing, comment down below. I will add that into my list. Now we have another way of routing, which is external routing. So here a third party is being involved. So here third party routes the implementation and it routes the work items through the OmniChannel to the agents. For now, if you have understood queue-based routing in OmniChannel, that is pretty much well and that should do. Wow, but OmniChannel cleared all my issues, but is there a chance I can monitor my agent's performance? Yes, when OmniChannel is implemented, agents will get the cases automatically from the OmniChannel. So they need to work on it. There is no manual intervention. So supervisor can see how your OmniChannel is dealing with these agents and how agents are occupied and how these queues are being displayed. So this can be done with OmniChannel Supervisor. Now to enable our OmniChannel Supervisor, we again need to go for App Manager. So in App Manager, we should be having a tab which is like OmniChannel Supervisor. It will be there by default. You just need to add it to your application. So click on the Service Console and click Edit. So earlier to add the OmniChannel widget, we went for utility items. For now, we need to go for navigation items to add this OmniChannel Supervisor. Where is it? 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 Yeah, see, OmniChannel Supervisor. Click on it and drag and drop it here and click on Save. Now we have our OmniChannel Supervisor. We'll see how that works. We need to go to Service Console application again to see how our OmniChannel is performing. Click on Service Console. So as you already know, we have 3 to 4 cases that are assigned to ourselves. I think so. Now we have our OmniChannel. We'll click all the tabs and you should be seeing OmniChannel Supervisor down here. See? I click on OmniChannel Supervisor and here it should. And we have our agent summary. So here it displays all the agents. So my name and it says the status available because I'm in available status. And here I can even change the status and it will give me the capacity of how much I'm working. And these are the assigned queues which are assigned to which I am part of. And this supervisor can change the status of this person to any other status as well. See, it can be changed. See, now it changes to no, not now. I will change the status of this user to available. This can be done for any user. As soon as I change it, it become available and I can change it back to not now. See, so supervisor can change user status, any user status like this. And if I click on this user now, it will open more details about it. So what are the recent status, when it is available, when it has been changed, the status from what and what is the configuration that he had, and what are the items that he's currently working on, etc, etc, etc. And if you see, you can also see the queue backlog and you have assigned work, what he has been assigned to, etc, etc. So if you have more cases and more users, then this makes more sense. As we have only one, I mean, by seeing this, you will be getting only less information. But when we have more and more users, then you will be getting more understanding of how this OmniSupervisor can handle multiple agent statuses. Okay, now let's see the summary. So OmniChannel routes cases to agents, and that too when a case is assigned to a queue. Inside that queue, it will find the eligible person and it will automatically assign that case to an agent. It can be a case or it can be a lead or any custom object. And we have 3 types of routing in OmniChannel: queue-based, skill-based, and external routing. Queue-based is very widely used and it is very much useful for small level organizations. Skill-based routing is little more complex and external routing is using third-party APIs. And OmniChannels help your managers to supervise their agents' work, how well your agents are being occupied and how your OmniChannel is being performed. Everything can be seen in OmniSupervisor. Okay. And that's the wrap up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Practice, practice, practice. Happy learning and bye.